Well, as I said, welcome. And this year, I'd like to begin by telling you a little story, if that's all right. Oh yes, it's about a young fur living on his own and trying to make his way in the big world. The problem is, he'd never even heard of furries, even though he was one. You really felt that? That's not an easy time for anyone, but when you're a wolf pup in a world measured in money and other such madness, it's even trickier. So I'd kind of like to show you what I mean. Now, if I just had a furry who could help me, maybe, a wolf pup or somebody who could demonstrate. So let me see, who could I find to help?
Your furry says stingling.
Oh, TK! Wow, your timing's absolutely perfect. I was just looking for someone who could help me tell a story to these awesome furs out here. I wonder, could you lend a paw? Okay, well, I know you weren't planning on doing this, so it's awesome to have your help. As the renowned Shakespeare once wrote, some furries were born to greatness. Others have it thrust upon them.
Phrasing.
I cannot believe I just got away with a 400-year-old joke. And the record just got away with calling out Shakespeare. Okay, TK, why don't you sit over there at that table, and we'll begin our story. So, once upon a time, not long ago, and not very far from here, there was a young fellow looking for a home. Now, he had an apartment, but it was full of roommates he didn't really know. Chores, homework. He even had friends, but it just didn't quite fit. He never felt at home. After a particularly difficult day and evening, he went back to his apartment and sat down at his computer to type in his blog. The private one. The one that he didn't share with anyone, because there was no one who would understand. He was lonely as he thought about his life up to now. And so our hero drifted off to a fitful sleep at his keyboard. And then he began to dream. I don't think he's dreaming yet. Can you guys help me? What I meant was, a cougar appeared to him. Now, wait a minute. I know who this cougar is. It's Rainy, the Rainfurrest cougar. Everybody help me welcome Rainy. Now, be sure to say hi to him if you see him around this weekend. He might be with the Charity Bucket Brigade. Our sleeping TK might be as well. But definitely say hi when you see him around over the course of the weekend. We're raising money for the Clouded Leopard Project this week. So where was I? Oh, yes, the dream. The dream. So, as Rainy appeared in the dream, it was just then that the moon began to shine. How about that? And in his dream, Rainy brought our hero TK to a place where there were people gathered like him. There were all manners of furs socializing and enjoying the time together in all sorts of ways. An artist drawing, I think it was an otter drawing a fish. A husky getting ready to kill some Green Mesa zombies on his video game. A DJ rabbit. And maybe a few bucks here and there. We'll see if we can find a couple bucks to join us. These are the creations of our first testicle. So, finally, it felt like our hero had found furries just like himself. So here we are. Yeah. We're just a couple bucks shy of a $10 bill. So it was then that Coran had an idea. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. Does anybody know, what does the fox say? What does the fox say? No, no. What does the fox say? Stubborn fox. No. Tygon made me promise not to do that song at this convention ever. Foxes. No one's going to do that song at this convention. And that means you too over there, Money Boy. And if Roger Fox tries to pull that at the variety show. So, does anybody want to know what the fox actually said? Well, it wasn't ring ding 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 ding. We're not doing the yes dance here today.
Yes!
Okay, Thumper's doing the yes dance, but nobody else is. So, what the fox said was, there's a way that TK could have his dream become a reality. He said that all we need is a little moonlight. Yay, moon. And a furry convention. So, to get the furry convention part started, I'd like to invite a special guest to come up to give us an invocation. Please welcome Morris Stegosaurus, who wrote this special piece just for us.
They say we live in a basement, sons of some ugly twist, daughters of raw indolence. Always a moment too slow on the drop or fast on the pickup, popping our eyes and shuffling into a pack of faceless queens. There. They say most nights we lie supine in wasted rum closets, dripping with our folly. But not tonight. Tonight, we will be less supine and more lupine. There will be less folly and more collie. Tonight, we'll dance a savage meat hook and spread our way into a cloudless neon horizon. This is for the Tygons and Ligers, for the Lugers, Cougars, and Tigers. Drift your maximum seawall, fancy boys. This is the hour of green, dumb delight. Go on and sweat your filthiest sweat socks. This is for the bigger-faced bureau cats who scratch bread crusts, cold catechisms, and fluid manganese. These flimsy bearded muskrats, these fierce piles of fluffy pants and cabinets yearning for a lake of sky. Tonight, we are the bird wardens of our own grinning appetites. Come, slough your rota, you oxen and foxen, gloriously appointed kittens, vixens, stallions, and lichens. Here, where every Tom, Dick, and Harry is a blaze, shadow, and dark paw, fall in. This is our time.
Morris Megasaurus. Let's give him another hand. Anymore. You're not dreaming anymore. You're here at Rainfurrest with all your friends. Yes. And now I think to get TK and his friends off to a rolling start, we need a little bit of music. It's our special musical guest, Alexander James Adams. And over on the piano, Fox some more.
Take my word, I have heard all that I needed was to have needed Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase, Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze, means no worries for the rest of the day. It's our problem free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. I hope we have gone back. It I've got to bust. I got me strong, but to learn to say. Some say it's just a waste of time.